Yo, what's up, fellas? What it do, what it is? We back up in here with this game. Y'all already know what it do. I'm driving, so I can't do the intro, but y'all already know what it is. Y'all been around, y'all been fucking with me for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know how to find me just as well. Go join that Patreon. I will definitely advise you to do that. Join that Patreon, fellas. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Fair use to everything I say, fair use to everything I do. Learning education purposes only. Learning education purposes only. Every man on earth have had a woman try to play them, fellas. I know you see certain dating coaches, and just for a subscriber, he hit me up. Man, we get dating coaches, man. This is a dating coach that I was following, man. He said the only time he got played is when he was 10, 9, 11, some shit he was saying. He was a kid. Other than that, he ain't got played no more. After that, you know, he knew the game since then. That's bullshit, fellas. As a kid, don't even make sense. But let me crack this one a little bit. May hear a little air, a little traffic, but it's hot in here. Feel good, about 79 degrees out here. In the July. That's something, man. Man, that's pretty cool. It's pretty right. I'm with it, right? But get some air in here. That's bullshit, fellas. That's cap. You got some guys try to make themselves seem better than the next guy, and how they would make themselves seem better, seem like they haven't went through nothing. You know, their ups and downs, you know, their trials and tribulations was less aggressive. Way less aggressive than yours. And a lot of times guys try to sell themselves to you. And if they sell themselves to you in that capacity, then you're going to take it, you're going to run with it. When it's really bullshit. Don't even make sense. A kid don't even got the mentals. He don't even got the mind frame to know who's playing with him and who's not. He's still in the mind frame of being a kid, 9 to 10 years old. You got some like Michael Jackson, you know, his daddy was on, he made him work at an early age, you know what I'm saying? But that's very rare. Some that grew up in the juvenile detention center, taken away from their mother, been in foster custody, foster care, foster home care, and divisional family service custodies and things of that nature. But they still got a kid-like mind frame. They still will resort back to being a kid. You know, they're still gonna make mistakes. Even though you can try to weld it in their heads to get the game, they still gonna slip up and go off being a kid. They're gonna slip up and, you know, get played, you know, and all that other. It's gonna happen, fellas. They gotta grow with the maturity of knowing that getting played isn't what men do. But it don't just come with them as a kid. Now, you may have been taught that as a kid. Motherfucker may have tried to structure you or give you the advice on these kind of game as a kid, but what kid is really gonna listen? His mind is wrapped up on video games and all that other shit. His mind's wrapped up on kiddie shit, you know? So, that's bullshit. So don't listen to these guys, fellas. They'll tell you any motherfucking thing to say any damn thing. Just know one thing for sure. It's called maturity. It's called growth and development. You got to grow and develop into who you are as a man. It's not going to come overnight. That's impossible. You know, women got game, fellas. They breed game. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's within their nature to have the game, to play games, you know, to try to run circles around weak men. And for you to learn half of that shit, you would have to go through a variety of women. The lies, the slander, the scandal, the manipulation, the deceptions, all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? The half-ass truth, not never telling the truth. The ups and downs, some cases the fights and shit, you know? So, in order for you to learn what's real. So don't listen to anything you hear. Don't take that shit to heart. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. Now, as a man, you will get played by a woman. Every man will. Now, whether it's once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times over and over again, you'll never learn. That's there. You got guys that never learn. You got guys that get played one time and they never go back to getting played again because they devote and dedicate themselves into not getting played. So they will learn a whole lot like that. And then you got guys who they got to bump their heads over and over again in order to learn. You know, everybody's different. Every man's different. You know, because we all was the same and we will all be on game, right? We all know what's real. But all of us don't. Some of us do. So quit taking motherfuckers and what they say to heart. It's, a lot of times it just be bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Guys just be want to sell you anything and tell you anything. And if you go for the shit, they got you. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. Just think about yourself when you was 9 years old. It ain't got to be game. You'd have heard something. I don't know. Some older person told you that was wisdom and knowledge for your well-being that you would have to grow with. Did you actually place that in heart? Now, you know what he said. You may not forget what was said to you, but did you actually place that in heart and go about your life living that way? No. You're going to slip up and you're going to be a kid. It's the name of the game, fellas. So, with that being said, every man on earth have had their ups and downs with women. If you're a heterosexual man, every man on earth has been played in some kind of way, been lied to, have believed a bitch. You know what I'm saying? What she said about anything. You know, every man has been through that. But it takes the experience of knowing yourself, loving yourself, caring for yourself. And then you will get around to knowing that motherfuckers is full of shit. A lot of these bitches is full of shit. And they play a lot of games. They'll lead you on and tell you any motherfucking thing. Right? So, with that being said, once again, life is life. And this is real life right here. You can think you the coldest motherfucker on earth. There's going to always be a bitch to try to out-slick you if you run across her. And you may catch on to her shit. You may not. Who knows? But there's going to always be a bitch that's try to play games with you. Why? It's because every man has game played with him. That's just what it is, bro. Like these videos, share them and subscribe. You already know what it is. Go join that Patreon, fellas. And it's the message, man. I already know it's the message. Holla.